Certainly we see that they would not let anything stop them from getting to Jesus. Not the crowd, not the roof, not the danger nor the difficulty of lowering their friend down before Jesus. I think it's because they knew that Jesus was their only hope. You know, when Jesus says to the paralytic, "Son, your sins are forgiven," he's communicating in a very startling way what his greater need is. So understand, this should not be a comfort to someone who is intent on living in unrepentant sin. However, it should be a great comfort to those who are at the end of their rope and see Jesus as their only hope. Among those who are here this morning, it's not unlikely that somebody in here has a deadly cancer growing within you slowly and quietly. But even scarier is the reality that this is the spiritual condition of countless people. Right? They may not be vomiting all over themselves, but it would be better if they were, because then they would perhaps know their need for a physician. So we all have to look inward and think about, okay, why do we do what we do? Simply put, when it comes to what everyone else is doing now, or what we have always done in the past, we must be beholden to neither of these things. And I think we learn that from Jesus' disciples. Jesus is not to be treated as a mere addition to the status quo. And that is to say, you cannot simply patch him onto or pour him into what is old and expect it to work. And here Jesus is saying that this pattern of rest, it was meant to be a gift, not some ominous burden that's hanging over our heads. Right? The irony is that's what it had become for the Pharisees. And so we see the Pharisees, they worked really hard at resting. Isn't that ironic, right? Because of all of their added regulations. Oh, you can't pluck grain, you can't do this, you can't do that. It actually became a burden to where they were working really hard at resting. Totally missed the heart of it. They missed it entirely. And that's such a tragedy, isn't it? Such a tragedy. The Pharisees missed that man is not made for the Sabbath, but I wonder if we sometimes miss that the Sabbath was made for man. And so Jesus says that he, the Son of Man, is Lord even of the Sabbath. That's a bold claim. And so Jesus is clearly claiming authority over the Sabbath, but more than that, if we dig deeper, we find that he is the source of the Sabbath. Matthew 11:28, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Jesus is the giver of rest. He's the giver of Sabbath.